Hello guys, welcome to my channel Zoologist again, and I am Aarti Kaushik again here with another topic, that is Project Crocodile. Why this Project Crocodile was started? In India, there are three species of crocodile, namely Ghadial, that is come under the order Gravilis gangeticus, and Magar, that come under Crocodilus palustris, and saltwater species of crocodile, that is come under order Crocodilus porosus. They all found in the river system of Odisha. They were on the verge of extinction by the 1970. Crocodile were threatened in India due to their indiscriminate killing for commercial purpose and severe habitat loss. Until the enactment of Wildlife Protection Act that was established in 1972. Hope you all aware from this Wildlife Protection Act. Crocodile population started to decline because of the increasing human activity in rivers and other traditional habitats like Odisha River, Mahanadi, and in West Bengal, Sundarban forest area, and consequent reduction in the extent of habitat stretches of these crocodilian species. Although also the survival rate of crocodile hatchling was relatively low because of predation, and due to fisheries they were really disturbed. So FAO expert Dr. H.R. Bustard, engaged by UNDP, FAO, and Government of India. They studied the prospects of crocodile rehabilitation, and based on this report and guidance, a crocodile conservation project was launched in 1975 in different states of India. As we know that Odisha is recognized for the existence of all of these three species of Indian crocodile. So the first implementation of this project crocodile was done in Odisha in early 1975. Subsequently, the Magar Conservation Program was initiated, and UNDP, FAO provided funds and other technical support through the Government of India for this project crocodile. If I talk about Indian Crocodile Conservation Project, that is Project Crocodile, then it was launched in 1975 in different states, and first of all it was implemented in Odisha. The Ghadial Saltwater Crocodile Conservation Program was first implemented in Odisha in early 1975, and subsequently the Magar Conservation Program was initiated in different habitats of these crocodilian species. As a result of the program, the estimated number of the saltwater crocodile increased from 96 in 1976 to 1640 in 2012 in India. So before understanding the different uh, steps that were taken under this crocodile conservation project in different habitats of crocodilian species, we need to understand about different species of crocodile. So first of all, we need to understand the classification of crocodile. It is come under the kingdom Animalia and phylum Chordata. It is come under the class Reptilia and suborder Crocodylomorpha and order Crocodila. Then different species of crocodile comes under different orders. Like if I talked about Ghadial, then it comes under Gavialis gangeticus. If I talk about Magar, then it come under Crocodilus palustris. If I talk about saltwater crocodile, then it comes under Crocodilus porosus. And there are 13 species in the world, including C. porosus, saltwater crocodile, C. acustus, American crocodile, C. niloticus, Nile crocodile, C. rhombifer, Cuban crocodile, M. cataphractus, African slender snouted crocodile, just like Ghadial, Otetraspis African dwarf crocodile. If I talked about India, then there are three species of crocodile that is found in India. First of all, we will talk about Magar. Before that, we need to know about World Crocodile Day that is celebrated on 7th June. And if this Magar crocodile, also known as Crocodilus palustris, it encompass most of India except for a small part of northern India. That means to say it is not uh, found in northern India, but it stretches east to Burma and west to Iran. This crocodile found as far north as Khyber, that is India, and crocodile range continues southward to island of Sri Lanka. If I talk about habitat, then it is mostly found in freshwater species such as river, lakes, hills, stream, village pond, and it can live in freshwater and coastal saltwater lagoons. It can live in human-made reservoirs as well, and where if I talk about wetland, then it also found in marsh and swamp. If I talk about its physical description, that the maximum length of this crocodile is about 4 to 5 meter and maximum weight is about 700 kg. It has rough thick scales as you can see in the picture, and these scales cover the whole body of this muddy brown colored crocodile, and it has the widest snout um, among all the crocodile species, and length of this crocodile tail is about 1.8 meter long, and its female is smaller as compared to male. If I talk about its development, then crocodile hatchling are in clutches of 25 to 30 eggs. They require a specific temperature and humidity for them to develop successfully. Then if I talked about its behavior, then these crocodiles are poikilothermic reptiles. That means they are cold water species, and they need to alter their internal temperature by basking. Mugger crocodile dig burrows to help maintain and protect them from ambient temperature changes. These burrows are important for the crocodile survival and protecting the crocodiles when temperature drop below 5 degrees Celsius or exceed than 38 degrees Celsius. These mugger crocodile normally float on the water with just their nose or eyes protruding from the surface of water. They rely on their eyes, nose and ears when they are above the surface of water. When they are submerged, they rely on their skin feeling vibration in the water. So these are their communication methods. If I talk about food habits, then mugger crocodile are opportunist carnivores. They are capable of eating any animal smaller than them, including other crocodiles as well. So these are found in Indian subcontinent and are already extinct in Bhutan and Myanmar. And if I talked about threats, then habitat destruction, fragmentation and transformation, fishing activity and use of crocodile part for medicinal purpose are the basic threat to these species. If I talked about protection status, then they are placed in the category vulnerable category and inside appendix first, and wildlife protection act that was enacted in 1972, these species is placed in Schedule First of Wildlife Protection Act. Next is our saltwater crocodile. Saltwater crocodile, also known as Crocodilus porosus, commonly found in the coast of northern Australia and island of New Guinea and Indonesia. It ranges west as far as the shore of Sri Lanka and eastern India, all along the shoreline and river mouth of Southeast Asia to central Vietnam, around Borneo and into the Philippines, and even out to Palau and Solomon Island. Saltwater crocodiles are strong swimmers and can be found very far from land. If I talked about habitat, then they show a high tolerance rate for salinity, being found mostly in coastal waters or around rivers. That is why we call them saltwater crocodiles. They may also be found in freshwater rivers and swamps, etc. If I talked about its physical description, then saltwater crocodiles are largest reptilian species alive today. Adult males can reach up to size of 6 to 7 meter, and female are smaller, about 3 to 2.5 meter considered. The head is very large of this crocodile species, and pair of ridges run from their eyes along the center of the snout. The scales are oval shaped. And the scutes are small compared to other species. Young saltwater crocodiles are pale yellow in color with black strips and spot on the body and tail. This coloration lasts for several years until the crocodile mature into an adult. Color as an adult is much darker with light tan or gray areas. If I talk about ventral surface, then it is white or yellow, as you can see in the picture, and strips are present on the lower side of the body, but they doesn't extend till the belly part. Then if come on the reproduction of the saltwater crocodile, then they breed during wet season, which fall between months of November and March. Breeding grounds are established in fresh water. As we know, these are uh, saltwater species, but they breed in freshwater bodies. Males mark out their territory and become defensive if another male tries to enter, or female reach sexual maturity at around 10 to 12 years. Males, on the other hand, do not reach sexual maturity until the age of 16. So if I talk about behavior, then saltwater crocodile has been thought of as one of the most intelligent species, and in all the reptiles, and they barks are way of communicating with one another. The saltwater crocodile is thought to have 4 different calls. First one is distress call, that is normally performed by juvenile. This call is higher pitched than most other calls and consists of short barks. And another one is a threat call, that was performed by hatchlings to protect themselves. And another is a courtship uh, call. And these saltwater crocodiles spend most of their time thermoregulating to maintain their body temperature, as these are cold temperature species, so they need to regulate their body temperature. If I talk about food habits, then saltwater crocodile is a predator and has many different types of prey. When they are young, they restricted to small prey like insects, amphibians, crustaceans, small fish and reptiles. But as they become adult, they feed on larger prey, जैसे mud crabs, turtles, snakes, birds, buffalo, wild boar, monkeys, etc. They have high economic importance, as many people pay large amount of money to have crocodilian products, and saltwater crocodile and leather products are the most prized. So these species are highly in threat by people, and these are found in Tamil Nadu, Odisha, and Bhitkarnika National Park, Sundarbans in West Bengal, Andaman Nicobar Island, and Southeast Asia and Northern Australia also have existence of these saltwater crocodile. Threats, if I talked about threats, then illegal hunting, habitat loss, and in antipathy towards the species because of its reputation as man eater continue to put pressure on the population of these saltwater crocodiles. Protection status, these are come under least concern category of IUCN list, and inside they are kept in appendix first, except the population of Australia, Indonesia, and New Guinea, which are included in appendix second. If I talked about Wildlife Protection Act, then they are come under schedule first. Species of Indian crocodile is ghadial, is also known as Gavialis gangeticus. It is found in northern part of Indian subcontinent like Indus, Pakistan, the Ganga River, that is in India, Nepal, Mahanadi, India, and the Brahmaputra, like Bangladesh, India, and Bhutan. It is also have occurred in Burma, Myanmar, and it has been extinct in many areas where it formerly occurred. If I talked about habitat, then Indian gharials live in clear freshwater bodies. Clear freshwater bodies, and male grow to be between 5 to 6 meter long, and females are smaller, about 4 meter in length. Snout is long and slender, specialized for catching fish. Snout shape changes throughout the lifetime, usually becoming longer and thinner as individual gets older. If I talk about development, then fertilization is internal fertilization. That means the fertilization will occur in the female body, and female lay shelled egg to protect their egg, and for this the female will dug into sandy riverbanks and guard the nest during the more than 60 day of incubation. Sex in crocodile is determined by temperature variation in early part of incubation period. If I talk about reproduction, then ghadial is used in mating. This is a cartilaginous lid on the nostril of males, on the nostrils of the males, that flaps when exhaling, protruding a loud buzzing noise, which is used during territorial defense and courtship. And like if I talk about lifespan, then 29-year is estimated for this long snout crocodile. These are called gavils and are a type of Asian crocodiles distinguished by their long snout. And why we call them ghadials? Because their snout resemble the ghada in Hindi. And gharials are a type of crocodile that also include crocodiles, alligators, caimans, etc. And good clean water is the habitat of this gharial. So the population of gharials are found in this river system. They are harmless and fish eating species due to their long and narrow snout, mostly found in freshwater of Himalayan river like Mahanadi, Ganga, etc. The Chambal River in the northern slope of the Vindhya mountain, that is present in Madhya Pradesh, is known as a primary habitat of this ghadial species of crocodile. Other Himalayan rivers like Ghagra, Gandak River, Girva River, Ram Ganga River, and the Son River are secondary habitat for ghadials. If I talk about threats, then illegal sand mining, poaching, illegal sand mining in Chambal River, and the poaching and increased river population, dam construction, if these are taking place in Ram Ganga River and Girva River in this area, dam construction and massive scale fishing operation and floods are the basic threat to this species. Protection status, it is come under the category of critical endangered in IUCN list, and it is placed in appendix first of CITES, and under Wildlife Protection Act it is placed under schedule first. So coming on the management objective under that has been taken under the Project Tiger, that was started in 1975 by UNDP, FAO, and Government of India together. So there are some objective like to protect the remaining population of crocodile. How can we protect the remaining population? By protecting their natural habitat, by rebuild natural population. How can we rebuild natural population? By grow and release method, rear and release method. In this method we simply collect egg from natural nest of the crocodile, and incubation of these eggs were done under ideal temperature and humidity, and after hatching rearing are done. And when these are these crocodile species become as large as to protect themselves, they are released in water bodies. And to promote captive breeding. Captive breeding means if in some habitats male only present or female only present, then we capture them and uh, breed, and then we rear their eggs and hatchlings, and after rearing we release them in the water bodies. To take up research to improve management under following direction: interpretation of various types of data collected during survey and census, determination of parameter for maximum success in egg incubation, hatchling, rearing, release, including husbandry aspect on feeding, food conversion and growth, study of habitat feature, like different species live in different habitats, and what are the measures we should take to protect their habitat, to protect these species. And population structure, study of behavior biology, like how they reproduce, how they regulate their temperature, how what they feed, and how they could survive if their feeding habitat is replaced. Water orientation, like fresh water, or like saltwater species breed in freshwater bodies, so these water orientation we need to know to protect these species. Their locomotion behavior, to build up a level of trained personnel for better continuity of project through training imparted at the project site, to involve the local people intimately. These are the main objective of this project Crocodile that was started in 1975. As we know that Odisha has existence of all the three types of Indian crocodile, that was why this crocodile project that was started in 1975 was early implemented in Odisha only. So let's understand some project sites in Odisha. During 1975, the survey of crocodile was done in Odisha to know the different population of these crocodile species. So the saltwater crocodile was found in a census, that were 95, including 34 adults in Bhitarkanika and Bitkarnika and Ghadial's crocodile in Mahanadi. And in these Ghadial were 8 in numbers, including 4 adult species. So 4 adult. The breeding population of Magar, whose survey was not conducted in 1976, known at that time, was the Bhali Mela Dam in Koraput district of Odisha. The crocodile project was started with an objective of building the population to a stage where incidence of sighting could be 5 to 6 crocodile per kilometer length in water. As we can see, during the census there were very less number of crocodile in Mahanadi, like there were only 8 member 8 individual of this Ghadial crocodile and 94 only of the saltwater crocodile. So the objective was to sight 5 to 6 crocodile per kilometer length in water. To accomplish this, 3 separate research units were established in Odisha at Tikarpara, Dangmal and Ramatirtha for Ghadials, saltwater crocodiles and the Magar. And at Nandankanan Biological Park, captive breeding plans for all 3 species were pursued for maintaining the population of ghadials, saltwater species, and the magar. Next is bhola. Bhola is the Oriya term for saltwater crocodile. That is why we called saltwater crocodile as Bhola project. Bhola project at Dangamal in Bhitarkanika Sanctuary. These saltwater crocodiles' eggs have been collected during this conservation program, and young crocodiles have been released in the creeks and estuaries. More than 2,200 crocodiles have been released in phases since 1977 under this project at Dangamal. This operation has been successful, and the crocodile population in Bitkarnika river system gradually build up. Among above 50 released female saltwater crocodiles have laid egg in wild, and they bred successfully. The annual census conducted in the river system of Bhitarkanika Wildlife Sanctuary in Jan 2004 indicate that there were 1,308 saltwater crocodiles or Bhola crocodiles, and these were on increasing trends. These are the detail of the census that was conducted. Here we can see hatchlings were 525 and real earrings was 303 and juvenile were 210 and sub-adult 100 and adult were 220 and total were 1358. So these are the percentage of these different age class of these saltwater species. Then comparison of census result was done in 2000 and 2004. Then these in 2004 1358 species were there, and in 2003 these were 1308. In 2000 that was decreased in number, and in 2002 these increased from 2000 uh, they decreased from 2002 and 2004, and they were decreased, and 2001 they were very less in number, and 2002 they were only 914. So we can say from 2000 they increased in 2001, then 2002, then again they decreased and increased in 2005, sorry 4. Then range wise crocodile number in 2004, if we see in different habitat or different river sites, then in Kanika these were 18.6%, in Rajnagar they were only 12.67%, and Mahakalappa Pada they were 1.40%, very less in number, and total they were 1358. So these are the result of census. So here these results indicate that there are 220 full grown adult among these 1358 crocodile counted during 2004 census. There is an increase of 3.8% over 2003 to 2004 result. 6 adults are above 18 meter length, and Kanika range hold itself 84% of entire population that was censored during 2004 census. And the area that has the higher concentration crocodile were good mangrove covers and fringing mangrove vegetation, less human disturbance like little or no eagle fishing activity, and a network of river and creeks lakes. Thus about 70% of the entire crocodilian population is restricted to near 30% of area. It was estimated during this 2004 census at Dangamal. Next is Magar project at Ram Tirtha. These Ram Tirtha Center meant for Magar crocodiles initially started with eggs and juvenile of Magar procured from Tamil Nadu. Since 1984, the breeding of Magar and the release of young ones into Similipal have been carried out, and so far more than 600 crocodiles have been released in Similipal. A census was and conducted to ascertain the population status of Magar crocodile in the prominent rivers and water bodies of Similipal. The river-wise census result river-wise result census showed us that in the west of the Dio River, two stretches, namely UBK Patbil and Kandha Denu, lower Bharkamunda hold 27 of 42 muggers, that is 64.28% of total muggers in about 15 kilometer stretch of the river. In the river Khedi, the stretches between Jenabil and Ransa, about 15 km long, hold 13, that is 65% of 20 muggers. The regular monitoring of crocodiles have been carried out since 1980, which has resulted in an increased number of crocodiles in Ram Tirtha. So it shows good result, means we successful in this result, this project. Next is Ghadial project at Tikarpara. Ghadial eggs were obtained at regular interval from Narayani and Kali River in Nepal, and Chambal Sanctuary in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. The egg collected from these sites like from Mahanadi were infertile. Some hatchlings of Ghadial were obtained from eggs incubated in Royal Chitwan National Park of Royal Chitwan National Park of Nepal and Katarnia Ghat Sanctuary in Uttar Pradesh. All gharials reared at Tikarpara and those produced from captive breeding at Nandankanan Zoo, numbering to more than 700 in number, and they were released in the Mahanadi river between Bodh and Katrang. One of the assessment of the rear and release operation with respect to gharials were made during December 1987 Jan to 1988, when only 25 gharial were found to be surviving in the entire stretch of the Mahanadi and the downstream of Hirakud Reserve over a length of 400 km. Think only 25 were surviving in the length of 400 km. So, what were the region of their extinction? According to the January census 2003, one male and two female gharials were sighted and counted in and outside outs, counted in outside the sanctuary. A study was carried out to assess the region for their poor survival. Then it was found that due to fishing, navigation, and rehabilitation, these were extinct and they have less survival rate. So a census was conducted in 2004 again in the river system of Mahanadi. Then we found that there was survival of only one male gharial in the range of 3 to 3.5 meter length. This gharial was located between Binikei and Majipada of river Mahanadi and Satkosa George. Then other conservation strategies that were implemented or that were take place in this project crocodile. These were first of all the management in wild. The prime objective of crocodile project is to rebuild their population in the wild. Restocking the sanctuaries with captive reared crocodiles is an ongoing program. The resident and released population of crocodiles are periodically monitored and the trend of nesting is also assessed. So the protection of crocodile is a round the year activity and major threats are from intruding fishermen using nylon set nest. Because of the occasional reappearance of crocodiles in their former habitat, it is now shared by increasing human population. There are occasional instances of nuisance crocodile, means the threat from these crocodile species. Such crocodiles are generally captured and shifted to some other river and brought back to their captivity centers. So these are the steps that were taken in the management in wild. Next is captive breeding of crocodile at Nandankanan. Captive breeding unit of all the three crocodiles like mugger, saltwater species, and gharials has been established in Nandankanan Zoo. That mugger breed at there have also been released in Satkosia George. Although gharials have failed to establish in Satkosia George, muggers have settled down well in the stretch of Mahanadi River. As per the survey carried out in Jan to March in 2004, there are 64 mugger in Mahanadi that were captive. That were bred in captive center in Nandankanar, and 83 muggers in the river of Simplipal. Then research and training. As we know that studies have been carried out to determine the appropriate method of population assessment, like the best method is geotagging, that we should apply to the population of crocodile rather than capture and release method. So egg collection, egg incubation, hatchling and husbandry of the young crocodiles and various aspects of their behavior biology of the three species of crocodile and their habitat features require a vast and the dedicated study and training for their knowledge. Then come on the result of the crocodile project or contribution of the crocodile project. The crocodile project has contributed in various ways to the entire approach of wildlife conservation research and training. Like local people have been intimately involved in the management of crocodiles. Like some people living in Odisha, Sundarbans and Mahanadi river sites, they need to help the government rather than killing the organism. Full-time research personnel have been inducted into the wildlife wing to carry out research on crocodiles and other associated wildlife, because they are kept in a least concern category, vulnerable category. So we need to preserve them soon, otherwise they will completely extinct in future upcoming years. Some important wetland sanctuaries have been created with crocodiles as the flagship species. Active management of other wetland species began in conjunction with the crocodilian. These include the mangrove plants, because we have seen in our census that crocodile species were highly seen or highly uh, found in mangrove plant forest. And marine turtles, freshwater turtles, monitor lizard and gangetic dolphins other reptilian fauna. It can be said that crocodile project is the beginning of an intimate overseas collaboration in the field of wildlife conservation, education and training. Thank you so much for watching my video.